Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our life tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm losing my love. Yeah, when I wake up I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. Killing time, we got nowhere to be. You're sending messages I can't ignore. No contemplating, come here close to me. I'm bored at home, can't leave the house no more. But I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm losing my love. Yeah, when I wake up I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. You, when I wake up I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. Quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart.
How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing real good.
Hey, how y'all doing? Good to see you, Chris. Good to see you're outside. It's hotter than hell here, Crazy Chicken Lady. So I decided to go live a little early. Let me fix my wig here. Might be out of wig glue. Not a wig. Alright, so hadn't seen y'all in a minute. I went live during the debate and we had switched internet carriers, and I hadn't, hooked it all the way up to my thingamabobs, so I went and deleted it. But did y'all have any opinions about that debate before I move on to other things? What'd y'all think about that debate? Wasn't that a bunch of shit? Dang, these things itch. Golly, these earrings hurt. What's that earring look like? Let's see, maybe I should try a different earring. That one's pretty. Where did this one come from? Oh, wow. This is one I've been missing. They're little dream catchers we got from Cherokee a couple years back. Hope I find the mate. That's pretty. I hope the mate is in here. Oh well, we'll go with that for now. I love to play dress up. That's almost too pink, isn't it? How's that look? Tastes good. Whatever it is. You see that? Lip Duo. I think I got it at Walmart. By the way, who misses Walmart being 24 hours? I hope they bring that back. Y'all remember going to Walmart at 3 o'clock in the morning when nobody was there? Especially like in the summertime. That was a cool thing to go do, you know, in the middle of the night. Where's my hairbrush? Sorry, I gotta get my hairbrush, honey. Okay. Okay, now can I hear? Let's brush my hair a little bit. Nobody's here, so I can just chill out, can't I? I ain't gotta do nothing if ain't nobody here. Any of y'all been to hair school? I went to beauty school. And then went through a divorce. I couldn't pay for school anymore. Had to work full time, so I didn't get to finish. I'm a beauty school dropout. We'll just play since nobody's here. Maybe I'll delete it. I'll just go live and do my damn hair. How about that? Why won't that stay? Darn, it's gonna irritate me, isn't it? Pull it out. Start all over. Let's see. I need more wig glue. Not egg glue. Wig glue. Hey, Remain Calm. Good to see you, lady. It's always so good to see you. How you been? Any updates with the summer case? I know you you covers the Summer Wells case. Is anything new happening there? I don't think Chris is here anymore. I think that was from earlier. I don't think he's in here anymore. I think it's just us ladies. It's good to see you. Yeah. Do you know any new updates with it? I'll throw a link down if anybody wants to come up. Open panel. Let me see. Paste. I didn't want to paste. Nothing new, same old craziness. Okay, good to see you, that wild card. Good to see you. Cleaning your porch. I would love to have a porch. We have a patio on the back. Yeah, well, I saw Brad moved. I peeked down over there at him. It looked like he moved. Gypsy, we need to talk to Chris seriously on that stuff. Don't want it to affect you. What stuff? I've missed a lot with our birthdays. My husband is going to hospice tomorrow. I am so sorry, Remain Calm. Prayers going up for you, miss. Please stop in any time. That is difficult. Very sorry to hear that. We are definitely praying for you. What part do you mean, crazy chicken lady? Following suspect stuff on Facebook. Okay. You want me to talk to him about that? I did see Ernie had him on his panel and was asking him about some of that stuff. That's a person behind me. It's my husband laying down. This is where we live now, in this room, while our kids have our room. And that's all right. That's all right, mama. That's all right with you. Yeah. Headphones attached. Okay. Okay, I didn't see traders. I didn't see. Okay, so people are saying he didn't delete. Okay. He's no longer a mod here, but I get what you're saying. Okay. All right. On that note, I'm going to go over here to my wall. And we will go over my poll questions. Is anybody even in here? If nobody's in here, I'm not going to. It looks like everybody's still over at Ernie's. I don't know if I should go over it or not, crazy chicken lady. Hey, Mookie, good to see you. Good to see you, Mookie. Thank you for coming to Gypsy's porch. Come on up and get you a rocker. Always good to see you. He did not delete, says Mookie. Okay, I'm going to go over these poll questions. I think I can share this screen here. Present, share screen, my community wall here. Okay, let's see. Can y'all see it? It's my community wall poll questions. I was going to go over them. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I had to check on something. Okay. Sorry about that. Hey, Night Owl, good to see you. Hey, I'm glad everybody's coming in now. Okay, I got that. I just don't want more drama for you. Okay. Pink Bow Birdo, watch Ernie come over here. Well, he's welcome on my channel anytime. He knows that. Good to see you, Night Owl. I enjoyed your show the other night. It's always good to... Hey, Casey, good to see you. Yes. Lips, I love you to death. You know that. I've always loved you to death. Crazy chicken. I can't even remember why you got unmodded. I don't remember. It's like 2 years ago, man. I love you too. Trunk monkey. Okay. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go over these poll questions here. I just went over and answered the poll questions. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we'll go over these real quick. Okay. Blame Katie blank Lightning Tiger, and these are the options. And again, this is over on my community wall. Blame Katie betrayed Lightning Tiger, 4%. Blame Katie wised up to Lightning Tiger, 36%. Blame Katie used Lightning Tiger, 20%. All of the above, 40%. So 40% say that Blame Katie betrayed him, wised up to him, used him, all of the above. Okay, and then the next question was, let's see that. It's okay, Crazy Chicken Lady. It was an improv 2 live, yeah. Okay, Betty was blank Pink Bo Birdo, and here's your options. Again, this is on my community wall. Betty was forewarned about Pink Bo Birdo, 43%, which was the winner. Betty was using for views Pink Bo Birdo, 27%. Wow. Betty was another victim of Pink Bo Birdo, 7%. Betty was sincerely shocked by Pink Bo Birdo, only 3%. All of the above, 20%. So forewarned about won by a landslide, 43%. Okay, the coverage of Lightning Tiger will change my opinion of him. Here are your options. Not at all. 88%. All these channels, all these folks trying to dispel your opinion about him. Not at all. 88%. The coverage of Lightning Tiger will change my opinion of him. Yes, YouTube is very influential. Only 12%. So efforts are in vain. Is Lightning Tiger a veteran? At 15%, yes. 79% said no. 6% is still unsure. Okay, so let's go over these if you would like to. And y'all tell me why you voted, how you voted. And I'm going to go back up here to the top. Where it says, y'all feel that she betrayed him, she wised up to him, used him. You folks believe that here? Ernie even tells you he's not a veteran. Survey says. Yeah. You got your votes in. All right. I was watching a little bit of Ernie this morning. He was given his whole life story today. What a monster his father was. No wonder he's all fucked up. That's where I'm at. And always have been with Ernie. I just show him grace and consider what he's been through. And that's all. I mean, that's all, really, I really feel Betty helped and was good for Pink, in my opinion. What do you guys think of that? The whole dynamic gone awry, which even involved her husband. How do y'all feel about that? You went to the dark side and got cookies. I don't understand. I did not receive gummies or edibles from you, Crazy Chicken Lady, for my birthday. Just putting that out there. That's partially why I show Andrew Grace helps. Yeah, because of what he's been through, you mean? Showing grace, you mean? Do you mean showing grace? They gotta be great cooking then. The Devil's Basement. You went to the Devil's Basement? You're a slut. Oh, you did really? I was just trolling you. You don't have to send me nothing. I'm just trolling you. I saw you said cookies. When two of your three sons are Marines, it hits a little differently. He doesn't deserve grace. We have all been through shit. Okay, this is where I've got to ask, are you angry that Tom Cruise portrays a veteran in Born on the 4th of July? Are you pissed off that he's not really a veteran? That he played one on TV? Does that ever equate into we are on an entertainment platform? Ooh, no, take these cookies back. All right. Are you joking me? This is entertainment. It's like you're getting mad that Tom Cruise didn't really fly that plane. He flew the plane in the movie. He sure did. Had credentials in the movie. I mean, I don't know how many times he has to tell y'all he's an entertainer. And sometimes he just tells y'all bullshit to see what you do with it. To see what you'll twist and I mean, I don't blame him, man. I mean, y'all are ridiculous. You've come to the bottom of YouTube looking for morality. Yeah, so they do that in movies all the time, Mookie. I don't know what movie theater you're going to, but this is an entertainment platform. Right? Yeah. Popped a beer. I think I'll do that. Did you really? I think I might do that. Isn't it early where you are? Always showing them, hey, Mountain Violet, good to see you. Isn't it really early for you out there? It's like 11 here. I get that part, but I don't understand why the fake documents, that's criminal shit. Because I think that he's trolling you. Okay? I think he's trolling you. Sometimes I think he just throws stuff out just, to see what y'all run with and do with it. I mean, y'all made what he does and where he does your whole life. I mean, of course he's going to fuck with you. I sure would. Yeah, so that's just how I see it. Troll away, Ernie. Right. But yeah, troll the trolls. That's always been kind of like how our defense is, right? Troll the trolls, right? Do unto them as they do unto you. Amen, saith the Lord on Sunday somewhere. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I'm going to watch him no matter what Connie says about him. I'm going to watch him no matter what he claims to be. That's called unconditional. Not putting conditions on people, okay? What else was I going to go over? Kratom. I do want to have a show about that. Okay, here was a question buried, but it got overwhelming 58%. I enjoy gypsy cosplay comedic coverage of the drama community. Can y'all tell me what, if you like it or not? Because I'm going to do it whether you do or not. Do it for me. Some things in this life ain't about you. But why cry about it? Who's crying? Ernie, 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 Ernie. Chris needs help, and I puked after researching him. Didn't sleep either. Do you want to come up? Really? See, I feel like he came in my chat. And I didn't really get to ask him anything because he took me by, I was shocked, I'm like, la la la, it's nice weekend. I think it was Father's Day weekend. And he just pops in and says, my wife tried to unalive herself last night. And I was like, what? So at first I was like, I'm being trolled, right? This isn't real. And so I didn't give it much, attention. But I didn't get to ask him about what was found. Wait a second. My police advocate person I was chatting with once told me something I'll always follow. You can troll back, just be better at it. Or you can stay quiet and file charges. About what part? There. Did I drop the link? Did I forget? Invite. If anybody wants to come up. Crazy Chicken Lady got cookies last night. I got some cookie. Didn't I, honey? Mountain Violet, I'm trying to tell Gypsy, maybe not have him here. I don't want more drama for her. Okay, you can go block him then, Crazy Chicken Lady. He's the very first comment. If you can scroll up, they taste like shit. Interesting. Hey, Peach, good to see you. Good to see you, Peachy. My favorite fruit. Am I not following? You don't have to go. You can come back. She doesn't have to go. Gypsy, anything when someone is coming at you. I don't play. Who's trashing you? What happened? Did I miss something? Come up, Lips. Who was trashing you? Did I miss something? Hey, Raindrop. I don't think I'm following. Did I miss something? Anybody? Bueller? Oh, well, she can still be here. That's okay. We can still cohabitate. Come on up. Come on my panel. Let me move this. Come on my panel. Hey.
the chat wasn't nothing. It was old stuff. But my
Good
comment.
To see you. Yay.
My comment. Hello, everybody. Hello. So I'm like, will you close my door, baby, so I don't wake everybody up? I'm not screaming. I'm having fun. I don't know where my dog's in here. Okay, so the other comment about like the whatever I said about you can troll better or be better at it, or you can be quiet and file charges later. That was when I was kind of fighting with my neighbor.
Oh,
and
right.
had a so like he was telling me, like, okay, say you have a situation going on, you can be quiet about it, not say anything to them or to anybody else, and you can actually get away with filing charges, or you can be just like them but just be better at it. So I've always kind of like stuck behind that.
Yeah. I can't find my weed vape pen. I work myself. Oh no.
Shit.
You don't want to talk about anybody. You can't be in the gossip community then, Crazy Chicken Lady.
Bye.
We gossiping over here.
I wish it could stay just as gossip though. They're like, oh my god, they're spreading rumors.
Who believes the shit that comes out down here though anymore? Really?
Yeah,
I don't believe none of it. None of it.
You can't.
Well, I hope you find it, Night Owl. So, do you know about all this about I probably don't belong? Oh, yes, you do, crazy chicken
Oh,
lady.
stop.
Yes, you do. We all went through that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Maybe I should just leave. Last about till lunch.
Yeah. Yep. So,
What is your opinion of this? Is how I describe it. His portrayal of a veteran.
okay, I see how you're looking at it. Like he's gonna say, or if he's trolling, he's gonna be saying that stuff because that's what they're looking for. I
Mm-hmm.
do see that. I I don't well, I can't say understand because I totally understand it. Lots of people are going to do criminal things to try to make themselves look better or to make themselves feel better or whatever or to
Maybe he
if they're
wants to see if y'all are too
smart
lazy
enough.
to even look and see if it's real. You know what I mean? I just feel
Right.
like it's a troll.
Well, I mean, it
Like
could
he's
be
constantly trolling y'all back. You know what I mean?
right, and I do see that a lot. When it comes to Ernie, 90% of it is well, I guess I don't know if you want to call it a troll. Some people call it a lie, but then again, I could. I used to. Oh man, I don't know how this is gonna come out all wrong. All right, I used to think somebody else was a liar too, until
Yeah.
I got to know them more and realized it was all a troll.
Right.
So,
Exactly. Are we
yeah,
talking about the
so
same person?
I are we thinking about the same person? Maybe we're talking
Right.
about the same person. No, because
Okay.
you're talking about Ernie.
No.
Um, okay.
You said that you know someone like
Oh,
that.
okay. Yes, we probably yeah.
Okay. Right.
So, like I I don't see fake paperwork coming out of this person and stuff like that, but I um I don't know the fake.
Would it matter?
I don't think so. I just
He's a
think that it
storyteller and a good one.
right. I kind of said that something like that to you the other day. He knows how to pull his people in, whether he's storytelling or not. He knows how to
Yeah.
pull everybody on here and every single one of you guys in. He knows
Yeah.
how to make you cover him. He knows how to
Yeah.
make you.
Yes, he
You know what I mean?
does. I've
So
been
like,
like, I'm not gonna cover Ernie's shit. There's other things to talk about in the world. And it's like, would y'all see what Ernie did today?
yeah, yes, that's just it.
I
Did you hear what
tried.
Ernie said last night? Yeah. So like he knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah. He's damn good at it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us. 3 years later, we're still hanging
Yeah.
on,
5
waiting
channels.
for whatever it is that's around the corner, right?
Right.
So, I mean, hey, no
Um
fear. Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you.
I just
I
ordered a
just
new vape
ordered a
pen.
new vape pen. I got to pick it up in a little bit at the weed drive-through. There you go. OG Kush. There you go. All right. I just got some new gummies.
I gotta go
And
today too.
did I remember to eat the other half?
Caitlin,
I don't know if I ate the other half or not. Where'd I put it?
you're right, brainworms. It has. It's made him very famous, and that's the one thing he wanted was to be known.
Yep. Hey, Caitlin. Good to see you. I'll end up finding That's all right. You'll have a backup, though, right?
I buy a couple at a time. I try to buy more in bulk when I do. I'll go on certain days that have sales and I'll try to bulk up in those departments. But
Yeah, there you go. That's smart.
yeah. But
We've
I'm
got
out
some
here.
really good vape shops around here that have good gummies, and they're like so fresh. And we get
Yes.
a good buzz. I don't even miss weed.
No? Damn.
Mm-mm.
A lot of
Mm-mm.
people say that when they go to gummies. I kind of started to feel that way, but then again, I'm a smoker and I just love it. So,
I've always been a smoker too, and I mean, I've got all these like
but you don't need it when
hookahs
you
and shit,
right.
and we don't even use it now. We just eat the
No, because
gummies.
when you are on gummies, I guess should say it's stupid. But
Yeah.
when you eat gummies, you don't need to get high.
No, really don't.
Mm-mm.
I don't miss and sitting and
Caitlin can't have
smoking them
gummies, so she's cut off.
and cleaning the one hitter and getting all the resin stuck on my
Ah,
fingers and in my hair and
it's
making
so
my teeth
gross.
black. Right. I buy them
Hmm.
when they're on sale, but I am paying full price today. Bless your heart. You've
Mm,
been busy as heck with, I bet so, with work and racing and kids and all. Been crazy. Well, good luck to you, man, racing. I bet it
that
gets
sounds
hot
fun.
as fuck in those cars. They
Yeah, I
got all
bet.
that gear on and the motor is hot.
Yeah, with nothing protecting you from it or
Yeah, I
any.
bet it gets hot as fuck. So, my husband said something to me the other day about you.
Oh,
He said
interesting.
the way you described when Lips came in and helped Mama T with her channel, he goes, it was almost as though it was your channel and she was your host.
Oh,
I
kind of.
was like, wow, what a way of putting it.
Yeah, he did put that pretty interesting.
Because you did all the production of it. Did you
Pretty much
not?
anything. All she was the top person that came up and talked,
The
and
host.
yeah, yeah.
So what? You had every right to do what you did.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
I really
When you think
do.
about it in terms, it was your channel.
It started that way. Yeah.
You
I
had
don't.
your
I shouldn't have walked
StreamYard.
away from it. Yeah, yeah. You're
You
right.
had the intros. You did the clips. What else do you call it but that, right? It was pretty much your damn channel, wasn't it?
I hate they couldn't have it like that because goddamn that channel sucked.
Boy, she can pull them in though. You know,
No, but
she doesn't need all these bells and whistles like I need. She can just
she don't
turn
need
on that
receipts. She don't
Wi-Fi
need
and
shit. All
she's
she
got
gotta
a
do is
knack for drama. She's good at it.
answer the fucking yes and no to the chat. You don't even gotta read it. Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
No.
they'll direct her, you know, where they want her to go. Yeah. But she definitely knows how to pull a crowd and get people listening to what she's got to say. It is a shame that it isn't for
Is
something that could be, you know, like what
is
she
this
had
because
started
like
with
people
Indigenous.
right? Yeah, she should have kept
It's
doing
a
that.
shame, isn't
I
it? 'Cause
gave
she
her
really draws a crowd.
yeah, I get well because I don't think there's really not anybody else doing that. But like
No, I know it's
if
rare.
she would have done it the right way and the truthful way and prepared herself before she just went live and said, "Oh yeah, I got some stuff," like then she would have been a little bit more successful. But I don't even think she wants success. I like that kind of success. I think she likes the surprise, the element of the surprise of what is Mama T gonna say today. And that's I think another thing that keeps people watching, whether it be truthful, lies, bullshit, whatever, anything. What is this bitch gonna say today? Because some of the things that come out of her mouth are quite surprising. Like you don't
You mean they show up for the train wreck? Is that what you mean?
right. I call it the wow factor, like the jaw on the floor type, you
Okay.
know. Ernie's kind of the
Okay.
same thing, but
Okay. When she comes on, it's around about the same time I used to watch Springer. Swear to God, it's the same hour. And you know, it's that hollering in the background while I'm vacuuming and doing stuff, you know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
It's the same sort of energy
Mm-hmm.
that gets you up and moving, I guess. I don't know. Adrenaline rush,
Adrenaline, yes.
maybe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it is sort of on the edge of your seat. What is what is going to happen next? You
Yeah.
never know. You never know.
And and
So
I
you
made
were
this statement the
hauling
other
nut
day.
bars, huh? Do you mean people? Nut bars or nut jobs?
Why do I care, Alan? Like, why do? All right, I have a question for you, Alan. What makes you think, for one, you're gonna take any of them down? And if you guys do, what makes you think that? Why? Yes, I would care because whatever other reasons I would want to know why and what. But like, I am me. I'm still lips. I've always been lips, and that's never changed.
Yeah, you used to cover summer.
Mm-hmm.
Is anything new with that? Or is it the same?
I watched a thing today where was it Jennifer Korfendorf or whatever the fuck her name is. You can see it over on the slop. You should watch that. I I don't know if it said that she heard some SOS. And she brought it all back down to Donna and Candace again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Is that
so I
your
don't
gut
know.
too?
Yeah, if anybody wants to watch the new little clip thing, it's pretty much saying that there is stuff going on in the Summerwells case.
Where's the clip? I'll play it.
The slop? Oh, here, let me send
The
it to you.
slot. I don't never heard of
I'll
that.
send it.
I want to ask you, when I watched a Benny one time, I remember he said something about her making a second trip down the mountain, and that it appeared to be oh, nice. Okay. It
Yeah, that.
appeared to be as though they had like dropped her off. Shit, sorry. They had dropped her off and rented her out, and they didn't come back with her. Is that true?
I don't like the whole run it out thing, and that was a theory that came out through YouTube. Actually, no, I gotta say, take away through the YouTube thing. Mary had said something like that. Her story was something about the sheds and leaving Summer in sedated, and then like people come and either pick her up and then they're supposed to drop her back off, and that's why Don went straight to the shed first. He was making sure Summer wasn't being dropped off, wasn't like hiding or dropped off somewhere or late, or I don't know. It was really
Hey,
odd.
Kim.
Hey, Kim. Um, I don't believe that because I don't understand a lot of how or why some parents and stuff could do that, but or women. I mean, even because it's not just men, women do that stuff too. But then again, the kids were just telling me about why one of the female principals from the elementary school, the younger lower elementary, was fired recently, and that's pretty some gross stuff. Like, if you're a principal of a school of the youngest of the young and you get caught, we'll just say
Renting
uh,
your child out.
anything, yeah, like even just touching. Like, I just
Yeah.
find that so hard to make sense of in my brain, but it
Okay.
happens. And if that was what's happening and that was a risk that they took, and that could be another reason why they don't cry too much about it. I mean, they do know it was a.
That's what I think now too. I used to think the church was more involved, but now I don't.
I think
I
Fred's
think it
involved.
happened exactly the way um he described it, as though she went back. I wish I knew which. She went to this drug house, and there was proof that she went back to it
Oh
after
God.
going home and like looking for her.
Okay, see
And
that I
it
don't.
sounded as though she dropped her off, went and did her thing with H, and then came back to pick her up, and she wasn't there.
Oh, that's rough. I'd have to watch that. I don't remember ever hearing that.
It would have been on Benny's channel. It was
Okay.
him. That's what stood out in my mind, was they've got proof that she went back down that hill twice, and it just sounds exactly what probably happened, that she was dropped off
Alan
to be
TVI's had
rented.
multiple copies of my videos, so I don't know where you're trying to go with that comment, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you saw that. I didn't know if you had seen it or not. I don't know
Good thing
where
you
he's
kept it in
going with
blue. I didn't
that.
see it. Yeah,
I'm
he
glad
just
you came, Kim. Good to see you.
sure.
It happens more than you think. I set it
See it.
all the time. You see it all the time with a woman. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Never get
that's just
over his
hard for me
first
to
interview
comprehend
saying
in
he will
my brain.
never see her in the rapture. And there was something to that also, when he said when she started to develop. She's 5. What do you
Yeah,
mean
no.
develop what?
Yeah. Her speech, maybe? Like, what the fuck? Yeah,
She don't even
It,
have molars yet.
right. Now, that's what that Jennifer or whatever, I don't know if you're going to play it or not. You probably
Oh
should.
yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
got talking to
No,
you.
it's fine. It's fine. But Lisa says Candace dropped her. So Fred's. All right. My belief is that Fred because Fred was up for days upon days. He was already messed up. There's Jody Sue's texts from June 15th that day while she was talking to Andy were all mostly about Fred being scary and on edge, and she'd been watching him because she was a little nervous on like what he'd been up to and what he'd been doing, So
Yeah,
that was already going on, and then boom, Summer comes up missing. So I kind of do still feel Fred. Fred's
you
got
do.
Yes, I do. I do a lot. Now, whether Candace used Fred to help cover up because Fred was in that kind of situation, I don't know. I
Maybe
still
they shared
I
the
don't clear Candace at
product.
all.
Maybe they
Huh?
went in together on the product.
See, I something to do with product that day because way too many were coming to visit Fred. Fred had just re-up probably or whatever, had already had it, whatever. And Chad came in there,
It
who
was
else?
re-up day.
Right. And Andy was even telling like reading stuff to people that either the day before or that day. Like it was just a big drug hill, like a road. It wasn't just the hill. So um that could be why they all are blaming each other. Then I just don't know. I just don't know. I wish I knew more. I wish I could say, yep, this feeling overrides this feeling more than the other.
Yeah, Crazy Chicken Lady said Candace dropped off Uggs to Fred. Do y'all mean boots?
Drugs.
Oh. What
I
about the
think she was.
marker in Utah? What if she was cremated?
Yeah, I don't get the whole marker thing. And if she was cremated, that would have had to been that one dude, Dotson, because
Dotson
he
had
was working
had
at
was
a
privy to that.
that department, yep, to the
Hmm.
funeral home and stuff. But then that's too much, you guys. That's too much weird stuff. Too many people
Too many
involved. Too
people
many.
involved in one crime
Yeah.
that hasn't come to fruition of knowing what happened,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yep.
that there's I think it's just as simple as she was just rented and they didn't bring her back. And that's why
Now
they are able to
Don
pass
does say,
polygraphs,
right.
because they don't know who got her, because they don't know who stopped by the house and rented her.
Could be something like that. I
I
just
think
don't.
that's why they're able to pass polygraphs, because to a point they are telling the truth. They don't know, and they do think that someone abducted her, but they abducted her during the commission of a felony. That's my opinion.
Well, definitely something they were doing wrong stopped them from reporting for sure.
Hmm.
Um, but Don does say we were only so many feet away from Summer that day. When all that happened. So like I don't know. He kind of does insert himself there. He says we when they was
And
driving
the
the
fact
truck
that
down by the hill.
he had a premonition, that tells me, and it was re-up day. He
Right.
was scared it wasn't going to go right.
Oh fuck.
Whatever went down, he was scared that wasn't going to go right. Whatever, and it didn't.
He
You
said
know.
something like that. He said, I think I have that part where he said something, or maybe I don't. I don't know. Somebody's got it where he said he always knew something was gonna happen to
That's right.
Summer like that. Yeah.
And that they were always, we're summer, hyper vigilant about where,
Yeah.
you know,
That something
because
was
she
gonna
was
happen to her
their.
on Candace's watch. That's what it was.
It was like they were watching a money bag.
Mm.
You know, unfortunately.
He did say at the end of that though that something was gonna happen to her under Candace's supervision.
Hmm. Because maybe she was the one renting her while he was at work.
Well, he wasn't at well, I don't know. I can't say he wasn't. He was at work for part of the day that day, but he can't be
But like,
verified to be at work
generally,
all day.
wasn't she with the kids and he was at work? So maybe that was her, that was her screwed up way of being a housewife. I'll rent the kids out, honey. You going to work?
Oh my
You
god.
know, kind of thing.
I
That was
got
her
the kids.
contribution to the family budget.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
Right? Seriously, though, I mean, think in those terms of, hillbillies. I mean, because I've lived in areas like that, being in North Carolina, and I've unfortunately been around parents who did do that.
That's
And
bad.
This been, let's see, how long ago was he
I
murdered?
can't comprehend that kind of shit.
Yes.
I watch
In
enough
this
shows.
particular town, Gastonia, it I heard about people doing that with their children a lot
Oh,
there.
God.
And one case that comes to mind that I've even covered was a little girl that was being trafficked out of a hotel, and she was 3 years old. And this is trigger warning, and I won't monetize this video or I'll edit this out later. But she was being trafficked while mom was working at, I want to say it was like Waffle House.
Oh,
And they
Jesus.
were in the hotel right beside the Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
And people that knew them and would frequently go get weed from them or pills from them said the child never wore underwear or a
Ugh.
diaper, that
See,
it was
now I know
always
a
open
family.
market.
I know a family of I don't. I started to think it was the parents, and I think the parents may have even gotten caught at one time, but didn't get charged because it wasn't enough proof. But um, that this little same little girl was under two, around two, stuff like that. Never, like, just never had a diaper on, never have no underwear on at like 3 and 4. You know what I mean? Like, it was the same thing, and it was odd. And I did think things about them too. So I mean, I guess I can see that that's probably what's going on. But does anybody think that this kind of stuff maybe is what happened to Ernie?
Wow. Wow. Absolutely
It
crazy chicken
doesn't
lady.
have to be to that extent, but even like um just because of like what he says he's so passionate about. I don't know.
Amen, Kim. I watch too much true crime. I've heard so many horrible things people do to their own children.
Well, right, and
Okay,
that's me, Kat. That's what where only place I can get my stories and stuff from.
wait till y'all
But
hear this story. Thank you, crazy chicken lady. This was a little girl. How can I tell this story without people getting mad at me for telling this story?
Mhm.
Think it through. Think it through. Okay, the mother was housed with a family friend in prison. Okay, and the mother was working at Waffle House, and the mother was already involved in a CPS case involving the little girl, and the boyfriend was a registered S offender, and
Cat, that's my favorite too.
was on the
Nice.
run. So they were held up in a hotel. It was like a Best Western right off the highway, right beside a truck stop and Waffle House. And
Uh,
they were trafficking her, 3 years old.
yeah.
And the night that she didn't make it and they had to call 911, the mother, who was now out, and wait till you hear what happened to mom. This is a true story. Mom calls 911 and says, by the way, she's not breathing. She's like in cardiac arrest or whatever.
Oh.
She has boils all over her from head to toe,
Oh.
sepsis, and she said she's split front to back, and it
Oh.
happened in the bathtub. There was no separation from
Yeah.
anus to
Yeah.
vulva. Okay.
Yeah. We had one of
And
those
that
up
was
here too.
all in the report, the seat, everything. Mom goes to prison for 8 to 10 years, gets out, starts dating a cop.
Oh.
They're married, in love, blah, blah, blah. He, off duty, shoots a man over another woman that he's having an affair with.
Oh, God.
This is all happening in Gaston County, North Carolina.
Oh.
Go, she goes through all this. What cop dates someone, first of all, and she's been charged. The crime's there. It's all there. The child's name is Addison Lanham. go Google it, Addison Lanham. And that is probably what brought what was happening to Summer, kind of mirroring a little bit some of the fuck shit that was happening where they were hiding from CPS. There was already an open case and they were trying to hide her. And so
Right.
it's so similar. So similar.
Yeah.
They were hiding her because she was split from front and they would have known.
Oh, brain words. That's what I was gonna say. Okay, my brother, was all right. My stepdad bought his own truck and was doing, like hauls or whatever. And then he didn't last very long. I don't know if he just didn't like being on the road all the time or what. But he ended up handing the truck down to my brother. And my brother started driving for my stepdad. And my brother didn't last very long either. And I asked him why. And he ended up telling me it was mostly like the lizards, the shit he would see going on at night. Like, not only did it scare him, like he didn't want to be a witness to any of that shit.
I'm going to show you this full of shit mom, and I don't care who gets mad at me and our family.
That's fine.
But
let
me show y'all real quick. I'm going to show y'all this real quick. Let me share this. Share the screen instead. I want to share this one real quick. This is how I mean the mom. Y'all just.
I got backgrounds.
It's close that one out. Let me go here. I need to go to this one here. Is it sharing it?
Yeah.
See it?
I don't hear it, but I see it. There we go.
She was so beautiful. She was a great kid. She was so smart, unbelievably smart, and just full of laughter. She was a happy baby. She was so happy, and she was a mama's girl. I had her so spoiled. But I know the good Lord has got you right now. But you should have lived your life longer, and Mama misses you so much.
No tears.
I wish that you were sitting on my lap.
I can't stand this
hugging me
bitch.
and telling me you love me.
Did you know how fake it is? Yeah.
She is so fucking fake, and she's living her best life with this guy and going swimming and getting her hair did, nails did, and
Do they got kids together
fuck you
now?
all the way, you know.
I just want her back.
Addison Lanham, Google it. It is the most. You can hear the 911 tape where she tells
She should not be.
Oh, God.
it is disgusting where she's trying to cover up for her boyfriend. It is disgusting. She only got like 8 to 9 years. Already out living her best life.
Fuck that.
I know, right?
Her kid didn't get that chance. Damn. 5 dogs. What's the 5 dogs got to do with it?
Okay, let me go back to this one you wanted me to show real quick.
I guess this year is be about the only news we have in the last 3 years on Summer.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily really news. It's just a refresher to me.
Yeah.
But I did fast forward to the first 30, 40 seconds. Maybe I missed something. I don't know.
Okay, let me, is the screen still sharing? No, it's not.
No.
No. If y'all want to promote this lady and drop her link, I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You know, the Summer Wells case, I was looking at all this footage over, today in and out of the Karen Reed trial. And Summer Wells.
The hell?
Summer Wells went missing. And for it recently, TBI, because it's an anniversary situation, came out with a statement, that they basically haven't found anything. in terms of her abduction and that she might have walked away. I just call baloney on all of that. I've been very vocal about this case from the beginning. I looked at the 5-month mark, and Brian Inton went out to her house, went to that county, talked to the sheriff's office, talked to TBI. You know what? Back then they said, listen, we don't have anything. I mean, unless something comes in, we're not working it. I posted on my Twitter, the lead investigator saying exactly that. The case is cold meaning I'm not out there, working it on a daily basis. If something comes in, I'll run it down. But it's basically completely cold. And this will always be my belief. Candace, Grandis, and Don Wells know what happened to that little girl. I want to just go through Candace's statements, 3 of Candace's statements. 1,
no, you're not.
I was taking a walk.
This
when
is
she
not the
disappeared.
candle lady that you're looking
2, I dropped her off at the house.
This isn't the right one?
No, that's the right one. It's just the channel holder is not who you're looking at. If some people are confused. The channel holder's a different lady.
Okay.
House. We were at Grandis's house.
Thanks
planting plants. I remember taking a picture of the pot, that they were supposedly planting in. None of it added up. And she got a candy from Grandis. And then this part was the part that was really a kicker for me. I walked her from Grandis, who's on their property, to their main house. Listen, that girl ran around. There's so many pictures of her. She didn't need walked from one house to another. I told the boys, I love this too. I told the boys to watch her. This just wasn't that kind of environment in my opinion. And I base that on the fact.
Well, who the hell don't? Right.
Right.
The condition of the house, which we all saw the interior of the house, combined with the fact that children were removed from CPS. And I think there it's not called CPS though, so forgive me if I said the wrong name, but in Tennessee, basically their Child Protective Services Division came in and took those boys out by the grace of God. So they were out of there. But anyway, she also made up that contention. Candace has never kept her story straight.
Okay, so what is she revealing we don't already know?
That's kind of what I was trying to understand. That's why I was like, maybe I missed something, because I seen people in the chat saying like, or in the comment section saying like, I hope this happens. But what? I don't understand what she's saying is going to happen. So that's why I want to hopefully I caught something different. You playing it the second time, but I'm not.
She said that intruders came in.
Okay.
As I recall, and I hope we hear from somebody in chat that might recall this with me. There was a couch in front of that door that's down low that exited, that's, they could have came in through there. Have you seen that house? When you look at the grounds and everything, there were dogs everywhere, like barking, dogs that nobody, you would never go up to a house like this and not worry that you would be in peril just from dogs. It's wooded, difficult. So there's no chance, in my opinion, that a stranger abduction occurred here, that somebody just happened onto that property, somehow got past the dogs, somehow got in the door that was blocked by the couch, and somehow just happened to know that Summer Wells was going to be down in the basement. That is a no-go for me. It didn't happen. I'm not believing it. If it ended up that it happened, we could discuss that. I know some people have brought up, well, listen, this happened in this case and it happened in this case. There's a few rare things. This is the difference between those cases that you're referring to. Those cases didn't have.
It took them 40 days? You have no block. Okay, let me unmod you and I'll mod you back.
Right, because she's got a wrench. It says right there. I seen her blue.
I took care of it. I took care of it. No big deal.
You got a spork too.
Okay, here we go.
Parents that were addicts, that had multiple domestic violent Police reports called in on them for their actions. This is a case where Don Wells tried to sell his children for drugs. We know that.
Yeah, that has been confirmed though, right? Because even he himself admitted he had done it, right?
Yeah.
I think it
yes,
was
Yep.
his first marriage.
Yes. With
Because
him.
there is testimony of that from his sister. This is a situation where Don Wells is accused of sexually molesting a little
It's okay, crazy chicken lady. I don't mind.
Don had changed his
girl,
story a little
a
bit.
young girl, I should say. This is a case of individuals that I believe are highly suspect in their treatment of their other children. Thus, they don't have any of their children back. In the statements that they made afterwards, listen, I listened to a recording of Don Wells where he says, when she disappeared, we were, however many feet away. He used the word we, and it was a spontaneous utterance in the Bureau.
Okay. I hate when analysis do this. I use the term we all the time, whether I was there or not. So I wish that they would, that's depending on where you are and what the
Right.
conversation is. We as a married team made the decision whether I was involved or not because I support my husband. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't have to be present for him to buy a car. I totally co-sign whatever
We
decisions
bought a
he
car.
makes
Yeah.
when I'm not there as parents.
But
And so when he said we, I don't put much into that,
I think
whether
what
he
she said
was
was
there or not. I
we.
really don't.
Oh,
I
right.
think that's just sort of how some people,
Well, I
they
think the
want to
statement was
include, that
was
their
we were
decisions are,
standing.
of a team. What now?
I think the statement was though something about like we were standing like only so many feet away from somewhere at that time. So I mean I guess it could be go both ways. And I guess we Candace, but if I were away like in
You
a
don't think he
situation
was
like
at work?
that's where she was going. I know he was at work from this time to this time kind of thing. But
Yeah.
nobody knows. We can't get any proof that he was there, throughout the whole day or from these other times. And I'm not gonna put out those times because I don't exactly remember what it was. So, but but then again, there is that discrepancy of what happened on what day because Don is saying that what happened one day, happened the 15th. Dudley's saying whatever happened one day happened the 14th. Fred's got his 14th to 15th fucking mixed up too when it comes to what Andy did that day, whatever. But the we thing, um, man, it could go both ways because I would do that too, like you're saying. I didn't think about it. I would say that we, as in a couple, me or my husband. But now, if say I wasn't home, I was at the store, and something happened at home, I probably would say, well, Donnie was standing right there, not just
Right.
we were standing right there.
Right.
So
That's
I don't know.
true. That's true.
I don't know.
You can relate to Candace in many ways. Like how?
You better reword that.
How? What do you mean?
Do you mean like the hillbilly lit lifestyle, or you mean
How
something
y'all
different?
doing tonight?
Oh shit. Hey, how you guys all doing today?
Oh, well, that's okay. Oh, I know what you mean. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I get what you mean. You mean because you're on a farm? Okay.
that's different.
Yeah, that's different. Messy house wants to be outside. Yeah, I lived on a farm. I know what you mean as far as that goes, but they were more,
They didn't have like a farm. They didn't have any of that. Now their house used to be a chicken coop, if that's what you meant. Because that's true. It used to be where the chicken coop was, and then they built a house there. But hi all the time.
Hard
Hey,
to
little flirt.
explain down here. I think I get what you mean. I get what you
Right,
mean.
and that's why I meant hillbilly lifestyle when I said that. And all that you're explaining does kind of explain that. Yeah, messy house, dirty kids, eat
Hell
off the
raising.
porch. Don't you? Yeah, you know,
Bunch of
like
hell raising.
yeah, cussing and swearing by their 10 years old, 11 years old, whatever. But
Fuck you. No, fuck you. And I said fuck you
yeah,
first.
yeah.
Right.
Oh,
All right, we'll
shit.
go. Let me play this here.
As an investigator, when I hear spontaneous utterances, I know that is a clue that they're telling the truth. When people are initially confronted on crimes, they tend to say truthful statements. When they don't have lawyers around, when they're not thinking about it, when they haven't really had time to process everything, and they make these utterances. That's what he said. I know he was supposed to be at work. I know that's supposedly what is purported to be the truth. I'm just telling you what Don Wells said. All sorts of problems with his statements. If you listen, and it's brutal, I did it back then. I only listened to a couple things today, but everything they came out and said on YouTube, private, it is unbelievable, the statements they made. And I really, if you want to watch something on the Wells, please watch their first interview. This is the one where Candace has very short hair. I believe she's in a purple shirt. She's in a tank top. I remember the color being purple for some reason. And she's sitting there with Don. I should say this is the first one with Don and Candace, because for a while.
Is she talking about the one where they're in front of the house sitting outside?
Yep.
Don came out and said some different things, and you know, he was with his sons and at least one of his sons and one. But I'm talking about the one with Candace. She's definitely, in my opinion, from my experience, completely drugged out. And she's just like, oh, you know, I guess a stranger must have taken her. I mean, just definitely definitely highly medicated. Look at what Dawn wrote, what Dawn said early on, her being dead, her being in heaven, her.
Hey, good to see you, Lulu. Hope you're having a great day. Yay, Lulu.
Her being gone.
Y'all
These
share your
are
links
statements
too,
and
Lulu.
admissions that people make, in my opinion.
No problem.
When
y'all share your links.
They know what happened to their child, and they know their child isn't here anymore. If it comes out that a stranger took her, I will own these statements I'm making right now, and that I've consistently made since the minute she was abducted. You can watch on Marnie Hughes on News Nation. I have not deviated because the evidence hasn't deviated. It hasn't been strong enough, obviously, to make an arrest. But you know what has been strong enough to make an arrest? And
let me ask you that, Lips.
Yeah.
Why hasn't there been at least I lost my kid arrest? I mean, if I lost my kid, I can assure you I'd have to do something, you know?
And
I can't just lose my kid.
Like, even up here in our state, there's a lot of people that get neglect and all, they get their kids taken away all the time, and there's no arrest for that. But I have a whole different thing on that, and that's that Hawkins County has their own shit to cover up.
Oh, okay.
And that could be why, because my whole fight on having a Summers law was that being the law was that all parents of exploited or missing children be arrested until they can be cleared fully 100% by law enforcement.
Right.
Otherwise, if you can't, then you're asked to still sitting there until you can, or explain why you know where your kid is.
Right.
And then we wouldn't be sitting where we're at right now 3 years later with Summer Wells.
I just feel like they're not being held to like you and I would be to our responsibility of being a parent. You can't just like go on a field trip and lose a student.
No, not at all.
You've got to account for that person.
Or the other day here at my house, it doesn't have nothing to do with a missing kid, but my neighbor had his chainsaw, was over here cutting up stupid shit, just being an asshole, throwing branches back into my yard, and it was the lady's boyfriend. And I go out there to see what the hell is going on. He takes his chainsaw from the ground, lifts it up to his chest, raises it out from away from his body, like he's gonna, like, and he revs it 4 or 5 times, like he's threatening me, like threatening my life with his chainsaw, right?
Wow,
I would have went.
is his last name has something to say? I'm
Yes,
just kidding.
duh. He's like, you ain't throwing my chainsaw, bitch. It was a big, nice one too, like almost like 2.5 foot long. It was a big one to cut up, piddly little whatever. But anyways, besides all that, my point is, I would have went to jail if I would have done that to him. Why did he just get? Oh, we'll make a police report, blah blah blah, which isn't what I expected, But still, who the fuck does that kind of stuff?
Right.
Repercussions, but there are a bunch of people
Right.
out there,
Exactly.
and it's usually the guilty ones, the liars, the ones that do the most fuck shit, that get away with it the longest.
That is something I want to talk about, brainworms. I don't agree with you. I love you to death, and I think you're a great sewer, but I think that is a misconception. I really do. I think that there are more stranger abductions than they realize, and that's why there's so many missing. I think that's the misconception, and that's why some aren't being found.
It could be, especially there in Tennessee. Unless they know how fucked up law enforcement or corrupt law enforcement is down there, and they just know they're going to get away with it. Because if they don't get away with it, law enforcement can be taken down too, or maybe some people in law enforcement. Or that's scary, Lou. I can't do that either. I can't let Cora go anywhere, barely let her go to grandma's house, because who knows if grandma's gonna watch her that fucking close.
Right, exactly. That's what Dr. Phil said one time. When you bring anyone into your home around your child, you have to think about that person's friends, employers, people they work with, co-workers, people they, their relatives, just like sending your child over to sleep over at someone's house. Oh, can I go spend the night at Becky's?
Nope.
Sure, you go spend the night at Becky's, and Becky's spending the night with Laura.
Yeah.
And Laura's uncle is there with his posse in the basement. Right.
Right. And my thing is, I always would ask other parents, like when we had conversations like this, is think about is that person that has your child capable of loving your child the way that you do?
Yes. Are you going to watch after them the same? No, you're not.
Not at all.
I don't know. Plus, our radar would go off where theirs wouldn't, what I mean?
Right.
Because we're the parent.
Mm-hmm.
Just by instinct. My parent used to let neighbors babysit us overnight back in the day. There's no way in hell I would allow that.
My mom was paying trailer park babysitters to come over and just fucking watch the kids while she went to party with her friends, at times. Like, no fucking way, man. She would drop us off at our dad's, knowing our dad was a straight alcoholic, seizure having ass, fucking whatever. Which I guess whatever, we're with another parent, but god damn it, like he could have died every single fucking time we were there.
Right.
God, and there just was no fucks given. There just wasn't. But the night with friends that our parents never even met the friends' parents. They're just like, yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, all the time.
I was babysitting for people at a really super young age that my parents had no idea who those people were I was babysitting for.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Now, this is a true story too. And y'all can take it for whatever it's worth. But in the 80s, there was a thing called a latchkey kid. And if you had brains about you and could make yourself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you didn't get a babysitter.
Nope. I was just
you got MTV.
Yesterday. I was just reading yesterday in my state, the legal age to leave a child home is like 11 years old right now.
Yeah.
And before it did say that it depends on if they can feed themselves or not, or how their maturity level. Well, that kind of is okay now, but only for kids like that age and older, whatever.
But think about this. There is a John Travolta movie. I can't remember the name of it. But the girl is left home alone because she's sick and not feeling good. And her mom goes to work. And she gets home invaded.
Yep.
she's like 8 years old and gets home invaded. I'm like, oh my
Wow.
God, that never even entered my mind.
Yes, Kat. That what happened with you is oh, that was so scary.
You know what, Lulu? I was just talking to my family about this. Do y'all remember the ID kid cards? Okay, let me throw this out there. Do you all have pets? Usually, yes. Do you have them chipped?
I
And
don't.
have you ever lost your pet?
I haven't. That's probably why I don't have mine chipped.
Would you chip your kid?
I know. I knew that was coming.
They're going to prey on the mothers. They're going to go to the mothers and say, "But we'll be able to find your kid. If
Yes,
you
I
don't
know.
have this, we won't be able to find them."
Right. Right.
That's how they're going to get that, you know.
And they still will do those fingerprint kit things, you guys. But hi, Frankie H. Yes, you're taking advice from me. You better get that pen and paper. We know you ain't gonna remember shit.
Hey Frankie, good to see you.
I love my Frankie. She
My
hates me
daughter
so
has one
much.
friend that I trust her mother to watch her like I would completely. She helped us Friday when she. Oh wow, that's great.
But I don't know. I wouldn't do the whole chip kid. I don't. I just no way the government's gonna have more access to my kid and their info. I don't know, man. Because who knows? It's gonna be the government that ends up taking half of these fucking kids that we can't find anyways. Probably. Who knows?
It's scary either way, isn't it? It's scary
Look
to
at all
have
these
it and then scary to not.
look at all these islands that are packed full of these kids and none of them are reported missing. Like, what the fuck? I don't know if that's the case, but like some of them or whatever, they're not coming up with groups of found kids right now.
Yeah.
So is everybody awake now? But I'm all loud and
You
stuff.
would chip. Davis chipped.
Yeah,
You
she
would
said
chip your
Davis.
child. You've lost your dog and it was chipped and never found her.
Right. See, that's another thing. It's only if the person who finds the animal turns it in.
Wow.
YouTube must have
My
eaten it.
last comment about Jay Parker was vanished. Let's see if I can find it here. Hold on.
Oh,
Let
I
me go
know,
back.
Lulu. I would do my granddaughter.
Can you retype it?
Well, all kids are beautiful in their own way. You don't want to just chip ones that you decide are pretty and ones that aren't. That's, if that's the way that was
Did
put
you
out.
just say don't chip the ugly ones?
That's pretty much what I was reading. I know you don't hate me. I knew that was coming, Frankie. I'm sorry.
I would do my granddaughter if I could. She's beautiful and I'm so worried about her.
That's where that comment
Her
came
sister,
from.
the only one. There you go, right? Only chip Purdians. The others, we don't really care if they run off.
No.
YouTube must have eaten it. Sorry if you could retype it. I have new internet, so maybe it glitched. I don't know. Don't chip me, bro.
Oh, shit.
Where's Sarah been, by the way? That's her saying. Where's she been? I
I
haven't seen
I
her in a
haven't
minute.
seen her yet. I don't have any idea. She's
In my
mad at me
room.
anyways.
Oh, is
Like,
she? I'm
well,
sorry.
no, I can't say she is. I don't think Sarah gets mad at too many people, but I think she is. I ended up not really flipping out on her, but made some comments about how it's okay for my kids to be talked about in her room, but it was never okay, for anybody else's. But
Exactly
her
right.
channel, but I guess her channel rules have changed all of a sudden. So
You mean the fact that they coddle certain ones here?
yes, yes, yes. Yep.
In my area, I'm worried as all. Search J. Parker, the center path. What is that? Center path.
Fucking Kim. I get.
You get lost all the time. Sarah's hanging out in true crime. Well, where's that? Where's
Where's
that?
the real true crime places at?
I saw her over at Danger Rangers the other night when he had a IRL.
Oh, he's always going live in there. I don't know if I don't know. I'm in there quite often, but I don't stay long. I just want to check in there to see what kind of craziness they got going on. It's either he's abusing her, or she's abusing him, something. I don't know.
There is a saying.
Get a
Hold
long
on.
t-shirt.
I'll
Sorry.
show you. I'll show you what I'm gonna. Okay, let's see.
A
Her name
saying.
is.
Can't we all just get along? Isn't that it?
Hold on 1 second. This is what it reminds me of.
I have to.
When let's see here. If I can get this to. Is this the short clip? Yes, this is it.
But I really don't know what this Jen person is saying different than what we've all already grown to listen to and know here on YouTube. But it does say that she heard some SOS. I don't know what that would have been. Unless somebody else found it or caught it, and I just haven't.
Hold on 1 second. Present. Share. This is what
I'll take extra large.
Sorry it took me a minute, Lulu, but this is what it reminds me of.
Sister, all I want is what I have coming to me. All I want is my fair share.
That's how we feel about everyone.
Right.
We want everyone to get the same treatment we do. That's all. Because we're all independent creators, aren't we? Nobody has a contract with Oz, do we?
No. Lulu, see, my mom would take me downtown to the, we have
Downtown.
Grand Rapids, if anybody knows Michigan, and whatever, and drop us off at the skate rink. One time there was a freaking gunfight outside.
They want large t-shirts. You'll take an extra large. Get along. Let's do it. And we're going to talk about it, never do it. I took the girls roller skating yesterday, and I remember the days my mom... Yes! Girl, are you kidding me? We would get dropped off at the mall and stay there all day spending our allowance and then go to watch a movie at night. We were there all damn day because my dad was a cop. He was an undercover cop. And then my stepmother was a hairdresser and owned a beauty salon with tanning beds. Oh, nice. So they both worked long-ass hours. So, yeah, they would come home and go take us to the movie theater, the mall, or skating rink. And we lived there, man. Heck yeah.
That's funny, you guys. Crazy Chicken Lady and I think Brainworms. I just realized it, but the video that I had paused to come up on panel was actually a Misery Machine video. I just looked up and realized it.
He wants me to look up Jay Parker.
Astro World down.
Is this it here?
Oh man, Houston, I can't imagine. Yep, us too, Lulu.
No, that goes to his channel.
I'd break my back if I fucking tried to put on skates nowadays.
Who's Jay Parker?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to play a link I don't know, and we all kind of know where he's going with that. Right. He doesn't come up on panel.
I forget what they called ours. Skate Estate.
Yeah, if anybody wants to see that, you can direct them to your channel. Thanks, Alan. He said he's got several videos on the Jay Parker. I have one Jay Parker video, and right here is his link. If you're interested in it, there it is.
Right. I don't know what Digital Wildfire News. It must be a news channel. I don't know.
Play this one more time just so we get the point across, right, Lips?
Oh man, Lulu, that's gonna be crazy.
Only
right? Yeah.
All I want is what I have coming to me. All I want is my fair share.
Damn it.
Oh shit.
Oh my lord. So
I
need to go back to this lady that we were watching, Donna. That's what we were doing. Sorry, I'm getting squirrely on you.
If anybody picks up on anything that's supposed to be different or like something that they're doing in the case, Point it out.
Please help us.
Because it makes it sound like she heard something that was happening behind scenes, but I didn't catch that. So
Share the screen again. See if we can find out what she's talking about.
YouTube, private, it is unbelievable the statements they made. And I really, if you want to watch something on the Wells, please watch their first interview. This is the one where Candace has very short hair. I believe she's in a purple shirt. She's in a tank top. I remember the color being purple for some reason. And she's sitting there with Dawn. I should say this is the first one with Dawn and Candace, because for a while, Dawn came out and said some different things. And, you know, he was with his sons in one, at least one of his sons in one. But I'm talking about the one with Candace. She's definitely, in my opinion, from my experience, completely drugged out. And she's just like, oh, you know, I guess a stranger must have taken her. I mean, just definitely on, you know, definitely highly medicated. Look at what Dawn wrote, what Dawn said early on.
She wanted to
her
be like
being
those
dead,
beautiful women.
her being in heaven, her being gone.
Like
These are statements and admissions that people make, in my opinion, when they know what happened to their child and they know their child isn't here.
Yeah, that's the same interview where all the fucked up statements were made. Candace would say she wants to be like those beautiful women at church, and Donna would say she wanted to be like a tomboy, like her mom. Like nothing.
Right. Right. Zannies.
Anymore. If it comes out that a stranger took her, I will own these statements I'm making right now and that I've consistently made since the minute she was abducted. You can watch on Marnie Hughes on News Nation. I have not deviated because the evidence hasn't deviated. It hasn't been strong enough,
of importance,
obviously, to make an arrest.
She's supposed to who?
Be somebody of importance. I think, if I remember right, she was mixed into the Sebastian case.
Her SOS Summers Army.
I couldn't even get it from the comment. I didn't read them all, but just that something's happening or something. But
Jennifer Conniff. Let's see what the
Coffindorf or something like that.
Yeah, a retired FBI agent.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I guess that's who she would be.
But you know what has been strong enough to make an arrest? And I do not understand authorities. They did not arrest, the SO's office, the sheriff's office did not arrest Dawn and Candace for neglect and child endangerment in that house. So it was decided the children were in such poor care and in such poor environment, they had to remove them. But we're not going to make any
Cam
charges.
and Allie got
that is
for
almost
like
unheard of in my experience.
Sorry about that.
And I still didn't catch something. But yeah, Cam and Allie were arrested on something like child endangerment. They were worded different in Virginia, but it's the same thing, or neglect pretty much. I think it'd be more of a child endangerment though, because of what they were caught with. But
okay. Now
I just don't understand why not Don and Candace.
Okay, as far as like a crazy chicken lady is sort of like one of those people who she and I don't see eye to eye on everything, and I like it that way. I want it to be that way because she might bring something to my attention.
Right. And she made a good comment earlier about Nana for Life. Now, Nana for Life has helped a lot of people see things differently. But we still need to be able to have our own opinions and not just Nana's opinion of Don and Candace too. Now I had a good opinion of Don, or at least of Candace, before Nana even did at the time. But then again, you know, like when you meet Candace, she does act and stuff differently than what you guys have all known to see online. She does have feelings. She does have, well, I guess feelings. And
I just feel like, okay, I just feel like her feelings don't have anything as, and please forgive me, Candace, if I'm wrong about the whole thing, please. It's just all you have to tell me is that he was bathing with her in a shower. You know what I mean? That was enough. And his infatuation with his sister, and the fact that he thought she was developing, and the fact that he thought that H's sister had a banging body and she was 11.
yeah.
Those things tied together.
One more thing tied with you, what you just said, is I didn't get it out that day that I played the Marlena stuff because I had taken some of the interview and I had already clipped it into sections, and I didn't realize it, but that section somehow got clipped out of the whatever that I was playing the interview. Is Don also said that when his daughter Margie would come over and have her friends spend the like, I guess she was dating girls and stuff or something. But anyway, she'd have a whole bunch of friends always come over, little lesbian friends and stuff. And Don made statements about to me about like, damn Margie, like, about her friends, like sexual innuendos or whatever, however you would say that, about Margie's friends and the way they dressed and stuff then. And I will get that out. I just gotta, do it. But it goes with right along with all those statements you just had right there.
Where is, okay, let's see.
And it can be one parent over the other. It can be. It doesn't have to be both.
Yeah. Where is Marlena now as far as like, is she still in that area? I mean, I don't want you to
Yes.
dox or anything like that, but
Yep.
like,
Yep. She's in the area,
and
homeless still.
has
Still with
her opinion of what she thinks happened ever changed or strayed?
no, and she
It's
will.
always been.
She won't change up the lies that she keeps telling about that day, which makes a lot of people suspicious because, for one, Chad, that was at Fred's that day, was her brother-in-law at the time, and other things. Marlena was mad at them, and only mad because they brought her daughter home before, like, unannounced, and before she was supposed to be brought home, which was Friday instead of like the following week, which it was the Friday before Summer came up missing. They were best friends before then. There's lots of different. The whole fight between Don and Candace that I showed was over Don trying to get Candace to beat up Marlena and ask her where her daughter was, like implying that she had something to do with Summer. Um, I don't have anything else besides like maybe the birth certificates and stuff that I could tie Marlena there. I don't have any proof that she was there that day.
Why do you think he blurted her name out like that?
I'm not sure, because that was when I first had fucking heard about her, and I tried. The reason why I didn't play the fight too much or tell you guys what was being said during the fight, because I didn't want nobody to pick up on her name at the time, because I was still trying to get a hold of her then. But then I found out she was a bigger liar than even Don. So I don't know. I don't believe anything she says. And if anything, she's just as guilty as the rest of them right now in my book. I can't say she has Summer or took Summer, but what about the statement of, she said, well, Summer wouldn't leave with anybody off that hill but her.
Mm.
And she made that like a blanket statement, like, Summer, I'm sorry, but I can promise you Summer, kind of would never leave off that hill.
Okay, and did they ever bring Marlena in to get questioned?
No, they questioned her when they found her a few times. Like, they came to question like
They
Journey
didn't
and
really
stuff.
do their due diligence then, did they? Because darn,
Not at all.
Anybody else would have been brought in and hounded for hours.
Yep.
That's weird.
Yep.
It's definitely weird.
But
Okay,
Marlena's still homeless. She's back to trying to live off the people she was living off prior to Summer going up missing. Or even the year after Summer going up missing. She's still doing her thing. She's a lot chunkier now. Like, she has less access to the amount of drugs that she had before. or whatever, but she tried saying she was clean off of drugs. And then when that person asked her, like about drug tests and stuff, she's like, well, I'd probably still fail for Sudafed and shit like that. She used the name,
I
the
think
actual.
that is what's going to happen, Lulu, unless the boys talk. If the boys don't talk or haven't talked, I mean, the key people are now past, key
So
people
they're gone.
have died.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see how you can prosecute it.
I know. Lots. I think there's like almost, I think they can list 8 to 10 people that have died
Yep.
just since summer. Came missing.
So, okay, crazy chicken lady. When you say some people live way different than us, does uncivilized behavior legal?
Right. Should your morals as a parent change whether the way you live or not?
Because there is living poor in country, and there's also living poor country and in sin. You know what I mean?
Well, there's living poor city too, but like, do your morals as a parent change in that situation? Does
Right,
your love for
exactly.
your kids change? Should it be any different? Should it be less than? No, I don't think
Because you
so.
can be raised dirt poor and your daddy never try to mess with you in the shower,
Yeah.
and you don't sleep with your daddy naked, and he doesn't talk about you like you're, Morgan Fairchild. She was blonde and blue eyed. She was starting to develop. It's bizarre. I mean, you can be poor and be good parents.
Well, no,
Exactly.
crazy. I I don't look at, well, I guess I don't know how to explain this. People are gonna take it all wrong. There's times in situations where I do look at them. It's But my main suspect, as far as her coming up missing right now, is Fred and them. Now, yeah, they could know. They
Let,
probably,
let me ask her a point blank question.
yeah,
Crazy chicken lady, knowing he's a pedophile by his own admission, do you think your summer, you're a 5-year-old little girl, and your daddy is taking you into the shower with him? I mean, sure did. Sure
right?
did. That's true right there. Oh man, it was so close
No,
too.
no, 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 no,
You
no.
don't think so?
Betty,
Boy, I do.
stop.
Because she said,
No,
I'll tell you in the morning or something like
no, it was
that.
2 days. Hold on, hold on. I
Or
just went
two
through this
days.
last night with Prayer Garden. Um, Betty, that's not true. She said, listen, when those two had finally talked again after she moved in with Kathy. Do you not remember Kathy would not let Candace talk to Ernie whatsoever? So when they finally did get to have a conversation, you could hear Kathy screaming in the background at Ernie what a piece of shit he was, how they were never going to chat. And Candace she couldn't talk to Ernie at all, let alone anything of Summer. But the conversation, the 2 days was just give me 2 fucking days and we will talk. It's not give me two
Right.
days and I'm going to tell you what happened to my daughter. It didn't have anything to do with Summer at all. She wanted to be cool again and was all smiley with Ernie around and just wanted to talk to him, period. It had zero to do with her daughter or
That's not
anything.
true, Lips.
It is.
That's not true. I saw it go down. She's on the thingamabob with him. He
Yep.
says, Candace, you know something. You know
Yeah, he
something
was.
more.
Yes,
He
he
was
was doing that.
hounding her. He
Yes,
was
he was.
pounding her.
Yep.
And she goes, give me 2 days. Give me 2 days. He said,
Well,
okay, I'll give you 2 days.
right. And then nothing, they never had contact after that. That's when he started stalking her. That's when he showed up with the dildos in the yardo thing, whatever. That's when the pizza thing happened. Because I was talking to her then
She
behind
was
scenes.
crying.
Yeah. So all
That was what they should have been doing down at the jail or whatever. They should have been pounding her like that.
right.
But I guess they wasn't.
Yes, she. See, now Prayer Garden put it out yesterday, as in, um, her title was actually. Let me grab the fucking screenshot so I can get it correct. Her title was "The 2 days happened." Or Candace did tell Ernie after 2 days. Like, no. That is not what happened. But yes, it did look like that, and Ernie wanted it to be that. So yes, Ernie put it out that that's what was going to happen. But oh, it's not even Betty. Days of Our Lives. Oh, that was YouTube Days of Our Lives. Okay, whoever the fuck that is. Sorry, Betty.
Whoever.
Yeah. Get rid of it. It's not Betty, and I know. So
I agree with them, so keep them.
No, yes, all right, right.
He was close. He was very close.
Yes, but even okay, like even the TBI or the feds or law enforcement would have been on all that shit, especially with Kathy hearing it and everything else. But no, they never ended up having a conversation after that about like that, because that's when she realized, that's when right after that, around those 2 days, is when she got rid of the phones. He couldn't even contact her because she knew by then that he was tracking her. Yeah, so that's why it never happened. And the Purgard putting it out yesterday that it did happen, and the 2 days the conversation did happen 2 days later, it was absolutely false. But no, it wasn't. Ernie made it look like it was going to be about Summer and he was going to find out, and he's still pushing it like that. And that's not true. And I totally hate that. Even if Candace were to try to correct it, nobody would believe her either. So I guess there's no fixing that.
That's not true. That's not true. I really believe.
You think if Candace came out and said, I wasn't going to tell Ernie anything after 2 days, that you'd believe her?
I'll tell you where my grace comes in, Crazy Chicken Lady, with Candace. I have more, I guess, disgust and animosity toward the dad. Because I think
broke her.
I think that
that might be Ernie himself. Who knows? Anyways,
I think there's definitely a dynamic in that. There's like, what's the term, Stepford wife type thing, where she does as she's told.
She does.
There's an age gap there, so she may see him in a parental role as far as like transaction analysis and psychology goes, where she's at child, he's up here at parent, which gives him seniority over her.
You taking Ernie? Because Don's older than
No,
Ernie.
no. I'm talking about Don and Candace's marriage.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I believe in their dynamic. That and I don't want to say the word victim, but
it is
that's
that way,
all
though.
she knows.
Yes,
her mother was this way.
Yep.
And back here where Alan said it's a generational thing, and a subservient spouse, and that's where my grace goes.
Yes, no, I've always said that. I've always said
toward
that.
him,
Candace
because I've been in
that.
abusive relationships. And you do feel powerless.
It's codependency. Yep. Candace needs that.
You feel totally powerless.
Yeah. Even when she was 19 and had that, was it 36 or however old, 40-some-year-old man, the first dad. Yeah, she has to have that. And even when she does get mad at Don, or if she's flirting with, say, the neighbor kid or whatever, anything going on, she still needs Don or that seniority there, just because. I mean, that's just I
feel like her relationship with H,
he needs to make the decisions, the real decisions of the house, pay the bills, do them kind of things.
Because I've had younger guys, want to hang out with me, and it was almost like a protege type scenario.
I can't stand younger people.
Yeah, I feel like he was wanting to be a tag along with her because he might get some remnants of, a joint or a beer, or you get what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he was given that stuff there. Their 13-year-old at the time was given that stuff. They actually think he was 12 at the beginning.
Yeah. So my
compassion
always kind of goes to her. Yeah.
They would drop a joint on the table, not necessarily handing it to the kid, but didn't care that the kid picked it up and hit it. kind of thing.
Do
Yeah,
you want to
it
come
was.
up? I'll drop him a link if he wants to add to this. If not, no
Oh my
problem.
god, you were not fucking close at all. Did she talk to you after 2 days? Did she even talk to you after 1 day? Not.
Everybody sees the same thing but you. Why don't you think that?
Because only the people that are saying the same thing are the ones that follow Ernie's butthole
That's
thing.
not true.
Well, not just
I
you,
think
but
that she wanted to please him at that moment. I think she may have had a little bit of a crush on him, and
okay. So no, okay, hold on. So
she
leave it
wanted
right
to
there. Do
appease
you think?
him.
Yes. Do you think that she would have actually told them the truth or done what Ernie does and makes up a story? People in those situations will do that. They're not gonna. They don't have anything truthful to fucking say. All right, you guys think of all people in this whole world that Ernie was going to be the one to find out where Summer was and still hasn't.
I think he was that day. I do. I'm sorry.
Nah.
I feel like they had that camaraderie. I don't think it has anything to do with
You
him
can
being a
have sex.
predator. Let me get this out. I don't think it has anything to do with him being a predator hunter. I think that she had that
Boyfriend type crush. Yes.
I think she had a trust, a bond. He gets me. They definitely
I don't think
maybe
there was a trust. I think there was a
trauma
crush.
bonded. Maybe a trauma
CRU.
bond because they both been abused. Maybe they trauma bonded and they're both from the same hood. You get me?
Well, no, I
Like,
know where you're coming from. I know what you're
oh,
saying.
okay,
That's
yeah.
why I think more of a crush, because when you have crushes on people, you're willing to do anything to get them to like you. You're willing to, you want to show off, kind of.
You
You
even
want
play
to.
with it. You even play with the Jeffrey doll, right? The little.
Hey, it's better
Is
than
that what he
playing with an
does?
11-year-old child, Ernie.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you were texting that little girl. I could
Who's
keep going on and on, so don't you dare.
Show me the receipts, there, Lips. You ain't got
You
receipts on
showed them
nothing.
yourself, Ernie.
Show me the receipts.
Now, if you want this to be a screaming match, then I guess
Now,
there's
I
gonna
don't
be
want it to be a
screaming.
screaming
Okay, then
match, but
you want to
let's go.
talk? You want to come onto another channel talking about my children in a sexual way again? It's gonna be a screaming match.
I never talked about your children in a sexual way.
You just okay,
No,
Ernie.
you talked about
You
playing with the Jeffrey doll. You did it, not me.
yep. Did you watch the whole thing or the 2 fucking second clip?
No, the
No,
live was
okay, but wait,
one.
hold on. No, do
Everybody's
we
seen what she
believe the
did.
little 2-minute clip of people saying what you did to that little girl, or do we believe you and your context behind it all?
Well, the
Think
thing about
about
it
this
is, I
for a
didn't
minute.
do nothing. She was my stepdaughter.
That makes it even worse. What about your niece? With her pants fucking unzipped and her pockets hanging out.
Not my fault.
It was your fault.
She was a
You were the
kid.
only one there wanting her to sit on your fucking lap.
You're a lying bitch. You never
I'm
sat on my
not
lap.
lying. You
You're
put
a
that on
lying
there
bitch. You
yourself.
never said you're a lying bitch.
I know
Anyways,
she didn't,
the
thank
fact of the
God, because
matter
she
is,
didn't want
I've got
to.
the proof with the screenshots of the text between me and Candace, even
Screenshot.
afterward.
That doesn't have nothing to do
Everything.
with it. You got nothing out of Candace. You weren't going to get any truth out of Candace, and that's my opinion. I can't have my own opinion. Think about who you're
You can
arguing
have
with
your
and what
opinion,
you're
but when you
arguing
put up
about.
bullshit, look, I ain't got no time with you. Who the fuck even are you? Who are you? You're nobody. You draw like 15 people when you go live.
Ernie,
Nobody
I
wants to
don't
hear
use
your
my
fucking mouth.
channel.
You're
I
you're
got
worse
all
than
my
you're
subs on my
worse than a
channel not
fucking
being
flip
watched.
flop burger that's
Who
burned
are
on
you,
one
Ernie?
side and
Who
not
are
cooked
you?
enough on
Are
the
you a
other. That's
federal
what you
agent?
are.
Are you a FBI agent? Are you Ernie? Are you a TBI agent? Are you a fucking sheriff's officer? Did you? I mean, come on! I could ask you these questions all fucking day long. I'm a mom of fucking 6 goddamn kids. That's what I am. I protect children. You don't. I've taken kids
You're
off
a
the street. You
pathetic
haven't.
mom. Anybody that gets a
Prove
doll
it.
and acts like you
Why do
did
these
with it,
kids keep getting dropped into my lap
Okay.
look,
though?
it's jacking off and everything. You're right in front of your fucking
Oh.
And if
kids.
that was
You just
true,
had got in front of your
if
fucking
that was
kids, you lying
true,
bitch.
All
I
right.
wouldn't
Well,
have these other kids that don't belong to me, right? I've rescued kids, real kids. You haven't.
You rescued real kids.
Yeah, I have them with me right now.
You rescued them.
I absolutely rescued them
How'd you
from
rescue
their
them?
own mother.
But somebody needs to rescue them and yours from you. Simple as
Oh,
that.
really? But how come nobody's been able to accomplish that yet, Ernie?
Nobody's even called in on you. Nobody's done anything with it.
Oh, they haven't? I have a fucking stack of papers right here where people have called that in on me, Ernie.
No, I don't believe that.
Okay, well, why don't you make another fucking call? Why don't you have Genevieve call the police
I've never
some
made
more?
the first
Because
one. I never made
why
the
did
first one.
Genevieve call the police? Not on me, but
Look, I
to
don't know
protect me
nothing
from
about
people like you.
nothing about Genevieve, okay?
Oh, you know nothing, right?
No.
Okay, I can prove that. That's also out on publicly on my channel.
I guess it is. You take everything of my content and every one of you all
It
use
didn't have
it.
nothing to do
Simple as
with
that.
your content. It was all on my channel. It's my content, you dumbass.
Is it about
She
me?
called the police.
Is it about me?
Yes.
Okay, then it's fucking content
It's not
about me,
your
you dumb
content.
fuck.
She called the police
That
saying
shows
that
you how
you
stupid.
were going to come to my house and that my children were in danger because of your threats. That's not
Really?
your content.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I do now.
You might want to go back and listen to it.
Let's stop it there. I want to go back so that everyone is on the same page here. Everyone in chat agrees that you were extremely close to getting Candace to
4 people in chat agreed.
Okay, open up. And then Lips had her opinion of, I guess she had a conversation.
Lips has her own narrative. Lips has her own agenda.
I was on the phone with
Simple as
Candace
that.
when you were there stalking her, trying to get into her house.
You told me that you said that I put dildos out in her yard.
I said the whole dildo in the yard situation, but yes, everybody knows that was you.
You're full of shit.
Everybody knows that was you.
Where's your receipts?
Dildos with shit stuck on the end of them.
Your receipts. See how she does? She makes shit up.
It wasn't
she makes fucking
dildos
shit
in
up.
her yard.
You make shit up.
That shit came. Okay, well, why don't you go ask
that shit came from Benny Keys. It was a fucking lie. Even Candace admitted they wasn't no goddamn dildos in her yard.
Bullshit. She put them in her fucking fire thing and burned them, you idiot.
Not from me. Not from me.
Oh, okay. So there's more dildos showed up in her yard? That's pretty fucked up.
Anyways, that just goes to show you how fucked up you are.
Thank you, Frankie H. Thank you.
But anyways, whatever.
Ernie, you weren't close at all. You're any closer than I could say I was. And I don't fucking even think that I was anywhere near close to getting any kind of answer from anybody.
If I could. What do you think that she meant then by in 2 days? Give me 2 days. She was shaking. She was crying.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I will tell. Yes, because Kathy would not let her talk to him at all because she already knew who he was and what he was about.
You're a lying bitch. Candace was at her home when she was crying. Candace was at her home when she was crying. Sorry. Kathy wasn't there.
Kathy's.
I've got the video. Candace was at her home when she was there.
Keep going, Ernie. Tell the whole story. Don't just stop there, little sections. Come on. So I'm going to prove you wrong again.
The reason Candace was crying for her, because she already knew.
Come on. Is that all you got? See, he's got nothing. He's got nothing.
Don Wells done away with Summer, and that's just the bottom line. Candace goes out there and visits her favorite fishing hole, right? You remember when she was sitting there with the shovel hitting the mess? Anyways, I told you. I've already turned it into the TBI and everything.
All right, hold on. Let me ask you one honest, serious question. Now, you're talking about the photo of her sitting next to that tree, right?
Did they ever call you back on anything that was ever turned over to TBI?
Yes, we was working with the TBI. We was gonna work with the TBI and go in undercover and then put cameras and everything. They said get a hold of Hawkins County and make sure they're on board. And Hawkins County turned it down. Simple as that. That's a fact.
Oh, so the whole racetrack thing was true too, right? Because you said TBI had you on that and gave you a whole file full of paperwork.
You're a lying bitch. I never said TBI.
Hey, I'm asking you.
You're a lying bitch.
Ernie.
I said an old
question, dumbass.
I said an old woman. You made a statement that you said that I said. You lied.
So was it TBI?
A woman and a man gave us a file and told us to check it and said that the police had even said stuff about that area. I didn't know. We jumped into it too fast. We didn't know. Now, you liar, when you say TBI is a whole hell of a lot different.
Was it TBI too that gave you that file? Listen.
That is not what you just said. You made a statement.
I have another question for you, Ernie. correct too.
Are y'all there? Okay.
Manchester.
I want to hear it
Love
without
you, baby.
fighting. Okay. Okay. Is there a video
Right, hold on,
that I can?
Or it's not you,
Okay.
not you. I didn't mean that. Because she was only trying to get Ernie to stop talking. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you. I'm not the only one who sees it that way. She never even
Okay.
had any contact with him after that because she already got rid of the fucking phone within those couple days. He was already there trying to fucking stalk her at home. She was calling me on the phone, having me stay on the phone with her while she fell asleep because she was afraid he was going to get in. And that's
So
when
wait a
I had
minute.
to tell her to
So
call the cops one of those nights.
let me go ahead and prove
Answer
this.
this. Why
Let me,
did you pick up this case, Lips? Why were
And this
you
all had
involved?
this, and then remember, this was all way before Ernie had anything to do with it. Because I showed all that on my page. I had sent Candace a question, and then she answered it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, people were spreading more rumors or saying more things, whatever. So I kept going to Candace thinking I was going to the source. And then when certain little things were coming out, hold on, babe. Certain little things were coming out. I originally had got that content, was going to try to give it to Ziggy because, everybody thought Ziggy was fucking telling the truth too. But nobody on this
well, I've already
platform that's
caught
making
you.
this
I've already got you in
content
the
is
gotcha
truthful.
moment. So hurry up. I'm gonna prove you're a liar real fast.
Okay, keep going. Right? I'll just stop there and let you do that.
No, I'm gonna prove you're a liar right now. You stated. Hold on. Let me get this out.
Right, Frankie. And I was waiting for that to get turned around on him too, but of course it's not going to be. It's going to be favored in my.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you the Columbo right here. You ready?
The
You just
Columbo.
now
Okay.
stated
Well, you guys
that
ready to clap your hands
that
and
the
do
date that the date
applause
that I was
do
up
too?
there, the date that I was up there, right?
No one cares.
You said that she was calling you on the phone. You just now admitted that. Let me see
I
the
didn't.
call logs on that date.
Ernie, I did not say anything. I said the times that. Okay,
What did
yes,
she
I did
just
say
say,
that.
Gypsy? What did she
One
just say?
of the
When I was
times
up
that you
there
were up
stalking
there,
her,
I
that
had
when
to
I was
tell her
up
to go
there,
to sleep. Is
you
what I
just
said.
said no. You just said she was on the phone with you. You fucking
One
lied.
of those times she was. Yep. I just said that.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
show
Ernie. Tell
the call
us.
log because I know the dates it was. Show the call logs. Simple. Boom! I'm
No,
out of here, baby.
Ernie, you think that my call log goes back 3 fucking years? Are you fucking, or 2.5 years? Are you that fucking gay that you fucking think that?
So where are the videos so Crazy Chicken Lady can see these? Because I feel like there's so much that a lot of people that are coming in new to this community have no idea about and have never even seen any of this that we've
go
just
ahead,
shared.
step up, guys.
Where's all these videos that we can go back over?
Legit.
The one that he's talking about specifically when this call all happened and we all watched it.
Don't you got your dad's grave to go visit or something?
Huh?
Ernie?
Do you know where most content is?
Look at boom! Gold bomb! Somebody can't show their call logs from 2.5 years ago. I don't even have the same phone from 2.5 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
God damn.
The one with
Somebody
Ernie
who
and
still
Candace.
has a phone that's old. Is
the one
like
where
Ernie.
She says in 2 days, If anybody knows where that is at, forward it to me, please.
Everything that I've talked to Candace about, not everything, but most of it, I've already put out on my channel. So if anybody would like to go find it, it's there. Now, no, I don't keep track of call logs. I don't need to prove who I'm talking to. Who the fuck? Hey, I proved that I was on the phone with Candace the night that Ernie was there. Ernie, I don't compare myself to you. I don't cover you, and I don't give a fuck about you at all. Why? Because you're non-believable. Nobody believes anything but people like Alan, and that people that follow your cult like behavior shit.
Oh, all those videos were on Ernie's channel?
Ernie doesn't have shit on his channel.
Hell.
He doesn't keep receipts because he knows that they can all be proven wrong. Of course he leaves when it gets tough. And I didn't even get to say 90% of the shit I was ready to fucking go at him for either. He always shows up when it's least expected. I do need to stop interrupting Gypsy. I'm so sorry. I know.
No, this is a passionate thing, and I know that y'all haven't even really gotten to talk much lately because there's other things happening in the community, and just with it, coming up on 3 years and all, and there are new people in the community that don't know all that stuff, weren't there when all these key
Nobody
players
ever
were
made
in
those
this.
claims, Jody. Why would somebody make claims that I was a fucking detective unless I made those claims myself?
Is BK's channel still up? Because there's
Yes.
one in specific that I'm looking for.
But yes, but now remember, some of his stuff is spread out on a couple different channels. You got like Blood Money, Benny Keys, and then your, which actually might be what he's using or was using. You got just Benny Keys. You got a couple of different ones.
Okay, well, do you want me to invite him back, Crazy Chicken Lady, and let Lips get down so that you can? You said you weren't finished. I wasn't finished talking to him.
Rap might have it too. She said.
Okay. I'm gonna look for some videos then. BK is not allowed on
Ernie was never
media.
given. And then another thing, Ernie plays. He's got the best Don Wells fucking interview. Don didn't tell you anything in that fucking interview. Go listen to the one that I got that I kept offline purposely because I didn't want people to fucking get steered in the wrong direction. Now, act like that once, Ernie. Try to keep your shit from being content once. Then you might be able to be believed or be truthful.
Ernie got the closest multiple times. Might be the ones.
Right, and even chasing, sometimes I get my stuff mixed up too, because I'm not an elephant. I don't remember everything exactly. But no, I was one of those nights. I don't know if it was the one that the cops came or if it was like a different one. Now I don't remember if the cops came on the night of the pizza. I think I was on the phone with her the night of the pizza, not the one where the cops came. But it could be the same fucking night. I don't even remember. So that's why
I wish I could go back and watch them all.
That's why I couldn't be specific. Now another
all the ones with Ernie getting real close. I would love to see that again. Yeah. Ernie tossed phones and other evidence in the water when he went on his cave trip.
Candace did that.
That was Candace.
See, so half of them don't even remember it. Oh my god, it just makes me so mad. I just want to fucking go off.
Okay, I'm gonna invite him back up and let Crazy Chicken Lady ask what. You can go ahead and start putting in chat what you're wanting to ask him, and I'll drop a new link here. Thank you, Lips, for answering all those questions. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Love you.
Bye. Bye. Love you too. Candace tossed the phones. Okay, there's the link if you want to come back up, Ernie. Crazy Chicken Lady had some, I think there was a couple of people in here wanting to hear you. It's been a long time with a ton of twists and turns. It's difficult for anyone to remember every little detail with perfect clarity. Yes, thank you for coming, both of you, and I appreciate y'all. Allegedly, she tossed the phones. Thank you for that. Pendar Candace allegedly threw a phone into the lake when she and Ernie were together. Then BK was going to go there with his drone to find it. Oh, wow. No, just the story. Candace got rid of Ernie's phone, but made the statement she tossed Don's. Talking about the lake, I'm talking about a trip Ernie took. Okay. Well, there's the link, Ernie, if you want to come back up. If not, that's okay. I understand. I think he was hoping to see from above. Okay. Okay. Alan, stay on topic. Why do you always have to bring up your personal feelings and opinions? Yes. Okay, well, if Ernie doesn't want to come up, my stomach is growling. I'm gonna go eat lunch, and I'm gonna dig up some more videos for you. You're welcome, Jody. Yeah, here you go. If you want to come back up, I'll drop the link one more time here. The people want to hear from the Mr. Ernie Shell Lightning Tiger. Okay. Yeah, I think he's gone. Well, I'm starving. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go. I covered a lot more than I wanted to, so that's good. He won't come back up. He's too fearful. I wanted him to bring a video, so maybe he's looking for it. No big whoop, but I'm gonna dig up some videos for us to go over, and hopefully we can get to watch it again, the way it happened chronologically. If not, we'll piecemeal it, right? Because there's no need to reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already out there. There's lots of wheels out there. So y'all need Jesus. Let's just go digging and watching what's already out there and see. I'd look on those two channels, Gypsy. I say electively because I don't think anybody here on YouTube saw her toss the phones in the wall. All right. I gotcha. Okay. I want to see those videos with Ernie and her. And y'all see their camaraderie. And you'll see what we're talking about. The non-believers. And it may not have had anything to do with his experience. It may have just been his dimple. But I do think there was, they jived. They came from the same hood. Let's see. Give me a little Gypsy on the phone with people. Okay, no problem. She said, okay. But, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, I want to see stuff like that. Oh, that's exactly. Yes, that's what I'm going to look for. Okay, so, I feel like that was the closest anybody got. Um, I didn't see anybody get closer. How can you deny that? How can you deny that when you his arm around her and her being coy? Um, she was, sort of being coy. Hey, Ernie, kind of. Hey, like that. Anyway. Yeah, he's on the phone. That's okay, no problem. Share and BHB. They have them? They have the videos? Okay. Awesome. Oh, that's awesome. No worries. I'll dig them up. I'm gonna go eat lunch. I gotta go cook lunch for my family, and then I'm gonna dig up some videos, and I'll come back live later on this afternoon if that's all right with y'all. It's super hot here, so I'm just gonna go live again if that's okay with y'all. So let me go eat lunch, and I'll be back in a couple of hours. So those of you listening, I appreciate y'all, and y'all come back in a couple of hours, and hopefully I'll. Is this one of the links you think? Okay.
Bye-bye. Thanks now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing real good.
Bada bing, bada boom. Get over here. Get out of here.
Go, Monty, go, 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 go! He's got green grass in front of him. He's at the 5 touchdown.
Your daily grind, my weary kind of to those hills will ride. I've learned to live fast and find my weary kind of to those hills will ride. Riding back home down to mama's keep. Same old song got me up to my knees. Riding back home down to mama's keep. 'Cause I'm done. I'm done.
Life is harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our life tonight. 'Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm moving my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you.